BackgammonGalaxy.com presents Beginner's Mistakes in Backgammon, an exclusive tutorial. Lesson number 1. Don't bury your checkers. To bury a checker is to play a checker down to the deeper points in your home board, so it can't be used for making new points or hitting your opponent's checkers for the rest of the game. In this position, a beginner might be tempted to bury a checker. Moving a checker from the 6 point to the 2 or 1 point is a big blunder. This checker will be buried for the rest of the game. You should aim to conquer the open points in front of your opponent's rearmost checkers. That's why the correct move is 13 to 8. It keeps all your checkers alive and provides a useful builder on the 8 point to help you close the 7, 5, or 4 point on your next roll.
If you bury checkers, you'll have fewer checkers to move the rest of the game, which decreases your flexibility, safety, and ability to build a prime. You only have 15 checkers in total, so use every single one of them as efficiently as possible.
In backgammon, there's a term called crunching. This is when your checkers are forced to be buried while the priming battle is still on, and it's the worst possible positional disadvantage. When you're priming your opponent, you want him to crunch his front position while keeping him trapped. This will effectively win you the game almost every time.
Avoid crunching at all costs, especially early in the game. In the endgame, we might be forced to crunch if the alternatives are too risky.
BackgammonGalaxy.com. Play among the stars.
Available on browser, tablet, and smartphone. Subscribe to see more backgammon videos. Tell us which backgammon videos you want to see.
BackgammonGalaxy.com presents Beginner's Mistakes in Backgammon, an exclusive tutorial. Lesson number 2. Don't run if you're behind in the race. To figure out who is leading the race, you must look at the pip count. The player with the lowest pip count is ahead in the race. In fact, the race dictates the most fundamental rule of thumb in backgammon strategy.
If you're ahead in the race, you want to avoid getting hit and bring your checkers home. If you're behind in the race, you want to try and hit a checker, since a pure raise will leave you in a losing position.
When you're behind in the race, you have to try and hit your opponent to improve your winning chances. Running away will decrease contact with your opponent's checkers, thereby making it very difficult for you to hit him, so stay behind and wait. Let's take a look at how to play this 6-5. Your opponent has escaped his backmost checkers, while you're still trapped with the 1 checker on the 24 point. If you run with this checker by playing 24 to 13, you'll be in a straight race with 15 pips down. That's a losing proposition. The right idea is to stay back with this checker and wait for an opportunity to hit. Meanwhile, you should focus on building your prime, so you'll have a strong front position to win the game in case you get lucky and hit your opponent. Here's another example. After moving, you'll be leading the race by 15 pips. That's why you should use this great roll to escape your backmost checker. Since you're ahead in the race, you want to avoid getting trapped behind your opponent's prime. Playing 24 to 13 makes for a racing game, which is exactly what you want when you're leading 15 pips.
What's up, Backgammon fans? I'm Mark Olsen from BackgammonGalaxy.com. I'm here with Super Grandmaster Mochi, and we're about to see the UBC 2020 Contender Tournament semi-final begins with Hideaki Ueda from Japan playing against Hans Liby from Norway. So this is going to be a great fight. What do you think, Mochi, about this matchup?
Yeah, it's a very exciting match. I mean, my Japanese fellow Ueda is already semi-final. The other semi-final, there is Michi. So Japanese should be very happy about this.
They definitely should.
Hans Liby also from Norway is very strong player. Playing maybe like 30 years by now.
Yes, he has a lot of experience. In this tournament, Ueda is actually the one to qualify through his average PR in both day 1 and day 2. So he's been playing extraordinarily well, around a 2.7.
And consistent.
Very consistent. He's the lowest variance PR player. He's basically playing between a 2 and a 2.8 in every single match. And Hans has been playing a 4.0, which is actually weak in this tournament. But from a general perspective, it's not weak, it's very strong. But in this tournament, 4.0 is kind of weak. But somehow he found a way to get all the way to the semifinal.
Well, I mean, he outplayed his opponent by PR many times, right? although he played 4.0, you know, the outplaying opponent is more important than having a good average PR.
It definitely is. So maybe he has some tricks up his sleeve that might
maybe.
be. Yeah. I think the players are about to be ready now. It should get going. So now we're waiting for the tournament director to start the match. They have been given the green light signal, and I think they are about to. Okay, Hideaki is putting his phone away. Is that a book? Or it's a notebook?
Yeah, it's a
Okay,
notebook.
okay.
It's, I think, score note.
Okay. So Hideaki has been one of the biggest rising stars of the backgammon world the last couple of years. Do you know him quite well, don't you, Mochi?
Yes, he probably started like 3 years ago.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
3 years ago, and he's already in the UBC semi-final playing like
That's crazy.
top 5 in the world,
Yeah,
basically.
Yeah.
Okay, so we are off. The format is 2 7-point matches with the Galaxy format, 1 point for a PR win, 1 point for a match win. If the score is 2-2 after the 2 matches, the best average PR of these 2 matches will qualify for the final. So the average PR still counts a lot. And every decision matters. 4-3.
But on the other hand, it's only a 7-point match, so Hans can easily beat him by PR.
For sure, Hideaki is a favorite, but this is an open semi-final. What do you think about the opening play there from Hans with the 4-3, Mochi?
Oh, it seems reasonable.
Okay, 6-4. Yeah, I like that play. Coming out in front of the stripped midpoint. Now we're gonna see a hit. And what about the 4, Mochi? Is this a split, or are you going for the prime?
Yeah, I like this. You don't need to give a shot.
4-2, probably gonna see an unstacking move from the midpoint. The question is, how do you split here? Do you do the major split to the 21 point, or do you stay back on the 23 point?
I believe he should stay, he should come in on 21, put some pressure on the check on the 10 point, and come down with deuce. Yes, unstacking the midpoint is a must.
Yeah.
I don't want to stay in the lower point. Look, this 6-1 is really ugly low because of his play.
Yeah, so the unstacking was a very good play. Now he has to decide whether to come out or play the 6 from 10 to 4. So what do you think he's thinking here,
I think
Mochi?
I would hit with 6 and play 9 to 8.
Okay, Hans plays the same play as you, Mochi, and indeed it's confirmed by XG Plus that this was the best move. That's a pretty good roll from Hideaki.
Right.
4-1. Okay. And the viewers have the pip count available, but the players don't. They have to do the pip counting themselves. That is a skill. But I assume that both players won't have any problems with that.
No, yeah.
At least Hideaki, I'm sure he's very thorough.
Well, Hans just rolled a joker.
Wow.
Had 6. 2 on the bar.
2 on the bar, yeah.
Oh, double 3 is a strong return.
And we see the PR race. Hideaki just made a small error with the 6-2. Hans is still playing at a 0, but Hideaki is now at a 2.5.
Okay, it's quite interesting.
Okay, minor inaccuracy. He could have made the split, which was a big play.
That's true. Okay.
6-4, so he must come out to preserve mobility. You don't want to get stuck with 4 back checkers. The question is, how do you do it? Do you come out with the 20-point checker or the 21-point checker?
I actually come out from 20, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's actually a mistake, as we can see in the XG feed.
Okay.
Coming out from the 21 is the better play, but Hideaki is looking at coming out from the 20 right now. What's going on? What's going through Hideaki's mind right now?
He's probably going through the numbers of his opponent. He will come out for sure, one of them. So he decided 4 actually, then thinking about the 6.
Yeah, it makes sense. Coming down to the 9 point is an active builder to the open 3 point and to the 7 point.
And the same amount of the shots anyway.
Okay, so he chooses the 20-point checker, which is half a blunder.
Wow, that big.
Yeah, I think it was a 50 or something like this.
Interesting.
So the PR just spiked up from Hideaki. We still have a long match to go.
So maybe, yeah.
But Hans is ahead now.
Yeah, this way Hans has a good number for making 5 point and 4 point.
Yes, that's the only playable 5, playing 6-1. This is kind of a prime versus prime position, isn't it? Hideaki has the advantage of having a more advanced back anger, and he also has a lot of outfield control and mobility with the checkers in the outfield, so his timing is good.
This is a tough play here.
Oh, 5-2.
Yeah, he could do this.
Wow, he played it fast. He played it really fast, and it was right.
It was right. Wow.
Well played, Hideaki.
I spent more time on it, and I don't know.
The anchor breaking plays are always big plays, and he played it really fast.
He has a lot on the ace point, and he has 4-point board in his own, so risk is very, very limited.
Yes.
But still.
His instincts were very good there. Hideaki played it in 5 seconds.
3-4. I think I can make 9.
Oh, do we have a transcription error here?
Maybe.
I think all the moves are correct by watching the...
Look at all those candies Hideaki brought.
Oh! Yeah.
He needs lots of sugars.
And then 4-3. Oh, Hans Levy just picked up the dice. He shouldn't. It's a 4-3 to move from Hideaki, and he played the 3 in from the bar. And now he's considering the 4. What's your play here?
I make 9 points.
Okay.
I'm not gonna give any more numbers. Getting a hit is too expensive.
Yeah, so covering the 9 point, you give 1 number rather than 2 numbers.
Plus, in case he splits, for example, this row, the 9 point is blocking.
Yeah, and you get the power of the extra attacker.
So he must split, obviously, and make the ace point.
If he doesn't split here, he's basically running out of timing.
But he will split.
Yes.
His biggest problem
good
is
play, Hans.
Backgammon,
Yeah.
Hans so far plays really good, no?
I think he's at a 0. Yeah, 0.3. At a 0.6.
Wow.
5-4. Okay, so he cannot hit, unfortunately. So I guess he just has to make a point here. Oh, there's a better play, actually.
Yeah, because 10 point doesn't sub anything. It's a 7th point, so he doesn't need it. It's not even extra builder, so this way he leaves 6-5 and double 6 is another shot.
Okay, yeah, it's not a big thing. It's a little bit too front-loaded, this spare checker. But Hideaki chose to preserve as much outfield control rather than have the best possible attacker and builder on the 6 point. No big deal. Okay, so Hans is considering between the top 2 moves here.
Yeah, he should come out with 4, then... okay, I have to go to the 15, but the Hans plays better.
Yeah, very good play from Hans, actually. He sacrifices a good builder, putting it on the 4 point where it's very inefficient. However,
minimizing a shot.
Minimizing shots. And he might get some return shots if he gets hit on the 7 point. Okay, so Hideaki stops up and thinks here about the cube. Definitely has some volatility. So I like the fact that he's thinking. As we can see from Extreme Gammon, this is a big no double. It's almost a coin flip position.
Oh, wow.
Wow, that's a big one.
Yeah,
that's a big blunder.
This can cause a match PR.
It could. It could be one of the biggest blunders Hideaki has made the entire tournament, actually.
Yeah. And this is anti his style. I think he is very conservative with cube. That was my thinking, but...
Okay, and he made a small error here with the blitz, going for the blitz.
Oh, wow.
That's a joker. I can see why Hideaki wanted to double. The position had volatility, he had some blitz value. However, Hans' prime value was just too strong.
Yeah, and sometimes he doesn't even hit. Sometimes he misses everything.
Yeah. He was a 54% favorite in the position. He did win more gammons, but it's not enough to cube.
But now it's too good, so...
Now it's way too good.
Yeah, he's...
now he's happy.
Yeah.
And it's very expensive in terms of the average PR as well.
Oh, yeah.
2 7-point matches.
It's not easy to play backgammon correctly. That's all I can say.
Yeah. 4-2. Yeah, he's just gonna continue to strike. Sometimes you consider the switching move to have more covers, playing 5-3 with the deuce.
Right.
Oh, that's a great shot.
That's a great shot. That's a great shot.
Okay, so this looks like a gammon win for Hideaki.
Yeah.
But Hans played this game perfectly.
That's true.
He seems calm. He was thinking about all the right things. Do you think are we seeing a little bit of nerves from Hideaki, or?
Maybe. But it's too early to say that.
Yeah. It might be the game one syndrome, where he simply has to warm up his neurons.
So this morning he participated in the quiz seminar and he just won it. Hideaki got 12 problems right out of 15.
Yeah, that's
tied
amazing.
with Zenek.
12 out of 15 in that quiz was pretty darn good. I got 10.
Okay, not bad.
Not bad. You always feel bad when you see the result. It's like, I kind of knew this one. Why did I say double pass? It was too good.
Oh! He just lifted a shot. That's a big number.
Okay. If Hans is...
Oh!
Yeah. That was a huge shot.
Yeah, it's a huge swing.
It's a huge swing, because if Hans had hit this checker, saved the gammon, potentially won the point, he would be ahead in both PR and match. Of course, Hideaki still has time to recover his PR, but he really can't afford to make more of those big blunders, especially when Hans is playing this well.
Yeah, it's more about Hans' play. If Hans play okay and rest of the match, then Hideaki has no chance.
Yeah.
If you see the total equity, Hans, he already committed to 500 error, and Hans made already almost 0, so the difference is like 500.
Yes, it's huge.
Yeah. .40.
Yeah, so Hideaki is playing at a 7.96 in game one. Of course, we're going to see him grind his PR down. I would be surprised if he ends up above a 4. But that double blunder, that was a big one. Okay, game 2, 4-0 to Hideaki. He's off to a great start. Yeah, got to make that outfield point. 3-2. That's a funny little opening problem here. Do you make the minor split or the major split?
I do a
here?
minor split.
Okay.
Because if you do a major split, then your 6 is blocked.
Oh yeah. And they can be put under attack with the 6s as well.
I'm not sure about this 5-2 here.
Okay.
How about
Actually, it is the right play to hit on the ace rather than hit on the 3-point.
Interesting. I would go with 8-point. I'm not going to hit.
You're not going to hit here.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a small error. Yeah, that's a great play. Well played, Hideaki. Really good instincts. He's unstacking the 6-point. His checker distribution is very good. he gets the split with tempo. He only leaves 11 shots rather than hitting on the 3-point, which almost it's like 18 shots. So that was a good play. Oh, Hans fanned
Yeah,
with
that's
6-6.
fun. Yeah. Now it's 2-1.
2-1. He's probably tempted to make the tiger play here and hit on the 3-point, but it's just too weak. You still have 2 checkers behind the smallish prime, and it's not really a strong hit. So it's better to do something else, something
Yeah, I mean, he should step up one of them at least. He needs to come out. His game plan is not really blitzing him. He wants to make an anchor, or he wants to come out.
I agree. You don't want to play with your last spare checker on the midpoint. You don't want to strip your midpoint too early in the middle game. So what else has he really? So he's got to play the back checkers.
Yeah, I like this play. This is my play.
What are your considerations, Mochi, when you're considering whether to step all the way up onto the 20-point or just 1 pip away from the prime on the 21-point?
I don't have a clear explanation to that. But 21 is already a good point enough. I don't want to go to 20 usually. In general, I don't want to be in 20 because this is the point that he wants to make the most. So I'm happy to settle with a 4-point, not a 5-point.
Yeah. He does make your play, Mochi. I also like it, especially with the structure of the strip point on the 7 and 8. Okay, that's a pretty good shot. Of course, you got a double hit. Hans knows this.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is a typical middle game position. It's not a cube yet.
It's not a cube yet because he has an anchor. Even if he rolls perfect, he can still take.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. So Hans, of course, he's not going to cube. Oh, this one is interesting. We're going to see a hit here, but there are several ways of playing this one. Oh, I was wrong. Ah, yes, that play. Of course. Sorry, I didn't see it. That's a better play. Well played, Hans. Very strong priming play here.
Yeah, Hans played really well this game.
Okay. Hideaki realizes he doesn't have any aces to play except for slotting the 5-point. It is very efficient though. Oh, this is almost a double. Very, very close to a double. The prime is strong from Hans here. 6-5, that's also a good roll.
Well, not. I think it's about the race and the score that makes a cube.
Okay, what about this 6? I like this play. Yeah, well played, Hideaki. What about now? Now he's got to stop and think. I would like. Yeah, is this a cube, Mochi? Did he just miss a cube, or is it okay?
No, I didn't think it was a cube.
Okay.
Even
good.
if it was, it's very small. So.
Yeah, because of the 5-point made for Hideaki.
Yeah.
Okay, he's just making sure that there are no other plays.
Wow. So far, 0 error for him.
Yes.
Now it's a cube.
That's a big miss from Hideaki. Yes, now we're going to see the cube coming. And the question really is, should Hideaki take it?
Yeah. It's 25 pips. It's a take for money. Do you have any bad numbers? Double 6 is really the shot.
Actually, Mochi, I think it's a pass for money.
It's a pass for money?
When you see the percentages over there,
okay.
You have Hans is all the way up to 80% winning chances here.
Oh, I see. So 25 pips plus a bar point made is a pass. Okay, makes sense.
Yeah. The structure is very nice here for Hans. There's the cube. Oh, another double
What's going
whopper
on here? What is going on? Oh, wait. What are you doing? Is this right play?
6-5. Yeah, he's just clearing.
Yeah, sure.
Wow, another double blunder from Hideaki.
Oh, he rolled 5-6. Okay, I saw something else.
And he took it so fast. Of course, he was thinking while Hans was thinking. But I'm surprised.
That's amazing.
I could see the pass there because it's
amazing,
25 pips and beautiful structure in front of the 20.
4-0.
Yeah.
It's quite amazing.
I don't think the score actually matters too much here. Would you adjust in a gammon's position here at this score?
Yeah, but the 4-0, you must adjust a little bit because you never get to redouble.
Yeah. But this is standard
This is amazing.
holding game theory, I believe.
Mean, it might not only this much, it might cause entire session, because now he plays 8, you know. So if you do the average PR after 2 matches, he might lose. It's
Yes.
amazing.
Yeah.
And this is very easy game for Hans.
Super easy.
Yeah, super
Lots of
easy.
decisions.
Yeah. Well, he cannot lower his PR anymore, but he will maintain his PR here.
Yes. And he's going to increase his decision count.
Uh-huh.
So when he eventually makes a blunder,
All right.
it's not going to carry a lot of weight. So this is really, really good for Hans. I'm a little bit disappointed of Hideaki there, because for me this was standard holding game theory. 25 pips and a beautiful structure like this in front of the 20-point anchor. No bad numbers except for double 6.
Yeah, something is wrong with him now.
Yeah.
Something's wrong.
He took it very fast, but I think that he was using Hans's time to make his decision. But still, I mean, I would have spent a little bit of time. Especially if
it was a very, very basic position.
I think so.
Yeah, he must have studied a lot, many, many times. So
Yeah.
I really don't know what's going on in his mind now.
Okay, yes. The game plan for Hans is just to clear from the rear. Don't leave any shots. We have the chat on YouTube, so if the viewers want to ask some questions to me and Mochi, they can just write in the chat. We have a lot of
Under the
comments
pressure.
coming on. Yeah.
It might be under the pressure too. But I have to remind you that Hideaki won many tournaments nationally and internationally, so he's not a newbie. You know, he knows the pressure.
Yeah. Okay, Justin Nowell says that he says when he saw Hideaki play in Chicago, he had a hand fan and was going much slower.
Okay.
So perhaps there's some. I think I've noticed this as well, that Hideaki is shaking his dice quite fast. He's moving the checkers.
That's true.
So he might
That's
have a
true.
little bit of a high, what do you call that, tension level. Sometimes it's a good thing, but sometimes maybe he's a little bit over the top right now. Whereas Hans is looking really cool and collected.
Yeah.
We should have had the pulse measurements.
That's right.
Yeah, there we have a full.
But by the way, Hans has only 1 checkers off now. So
not
Hideaki
completely
can
over
win
yet.
lace by
Yes.
rolling double 6 twice, maybe.
Need some luck.
Yeah.
Here we have the overview of the board and the transcriber, Michael Krakus, and the beautiful board from Backgammon.
Yeah, very nice ball. It matches Galaxy color too.
So you noticed.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, obviously this is almost a gin position for Hans. He has to get really lucky, but this is such a high-profile match, so Hideaki is going to try to see if he can get lucky here with a double 6. So Hideaki's PR now is down in the 6.5-ish after this game is over, and Hans is really playing perfectly so far. And not only that, he seems so calm and collected. Okay, there's the resign.
Yeah. I like Hans' style. I mean, he pose when he need it, then shake, play. It's a very nice tempo.
Yeah.
And very calm. I don't see any pressure for Hans. Meanwhile, Hideaki might be maybe high tension. We don't know. But he took the cue very fast.
Yeah. We have a question from Sebastian Kujic. Why not P40 BG Galaxy board? Actually, P40 was the original sponsor for the event, but something went wrong with the shipping of the board, unfortunately. So it never arrived to the location here, unfortunately. So we had to use our backup board, which is my personal board, actually. But luckily, I had ordered in Backgammon Galaxy colors, so the damage was minimal. But we are missing the P40 boards with the logos.
I have P40 board in my house. I briefly thought maybe I should bring it, but then I gotta go to Melbourne and it's too much.
You have the prize board for the
Yeah.
2019
Yeah.
UBC Championship. That's cool. Okay, so what's going on here? This is like a blitz versus prime position. Hideaki has a blitz formation. He has the deep points made, which are
Hans gonna play
impure.
6-5, duplicating 6.
Yeah.
6-3. Wow. How do you
Interesting.
play 6-3? I think you got to hit with 3. That's
for sure. Yeah.
Then 6 is a. Oh,
Okay, he played it fast. I guess that's my play, but he did play it quite fast.
5-3. What a shake.
Okay, Hans has the annoying habit of putting 2 checkers on top of each
Yeah,
other on the bar. Horrible for streaming purposes.
One moment, but this could be a cube. I think this is a cube.
And he's down 4-2.
Yeah.
You're right, Mochi.
It's a little bit scary.
This is a borderline
It's a
cube.
borderline, okay.
Because he got the timing advantage here.
But he has to clean up the 2 blots. And most likely he has to leave 1 blot, so that's why this is a borderline no double.
Okay, so now it's a borderline on XG++. But I like the fact that Hans is thinking about all the right things here.
Yeah.
He does have that stack on the midpoint. It's a little bit inflexible, and he has 2 blots that he has to clear. There's not a direct connection between the 2 blots. That would have been easier for Hans to cube
Right,
if
right,
he could
right.
consolidate with a single die.
But for example, Hans can roll like 6-3, or 6-1-5 to 4-3 can connect it.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden
Yeah.
he has a very strong position. So according to Extreme Gammon, this is a borderline no double. From a strategic point of view, if Hans knew this, he should probably just double since he's ahead in the PR race, and
But
then
he
he's
did
not
not
gonna.
know he's ahead in the
He has
PR.
no idea. That's the thing. They will know after the first match what the PR result is, at least from the quick analysis before it goes to the deep analysis.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so Alex Wilson says, "Hi Mark and Mochi, glad to see you both here. Hope that Ramesh is now watching this match too. I like it so
He
much."
did double. He did double.
Okay, yeah. I don't mind that decision. I think it's actually very mature that he finds a cube here. Very few players would double, I think.
And he cleaned up the blots, leaving a 7-10, 7-9-10.
Not a bad number. Could have been
Double
better,
3 is
but
good. Okay.
so how is he gonna play this one?
I think you're gonna step up to the bar, that's for sure. Then probably just make a heavy bar.
Yes, coming up because the race is not that far behind. He's just down. He's down 11 pips after this move.
Yeah.
So that is a very strong argument for coming out to the 18 point. The less of a race deficit you have, the more you want the advanced anchors because you want to maximize your racing equity as well as your contact equity. He might, yeah, that's the right idea, Hideaki. That is good.
Or he might stay back, which is another error.
I think this is a very difficult play, to be honest. I guess you recover, you save some gammon by making this play, coming out. There is a lot of blitz potential here, actually, even though it's a prime formation for Hans. He does have that front-loaded, blitzy position, so this good play from Hideaki, very good play. He minimizes the blitz value from Hans by making this play. And he doesn't want to get on the bar because he actually has a lot of race value here. Now he has the same dilemma.
Yeah, yeah.
Does he come out, which definitely loses less gammons? Or
I
does
think he has to stay back. There's some bad numbers like 6-5, 6-1 is a bad number too, right?
6-1 is definitely, yeah. Yeah.
What else? Like, not many maybe. How about 3-1? 3-1 he can play safe, but it's really ugly. 3-1 he can go to ace.
Oh yeah,
point,
3-1 go to the ace. Yeah, 5-1 is ugly. Okay, difficult to judge. I think I was leaning towards this play, but I'm not sure. Okay, so XG, we didn't see the analysis for the move, but it doesn't give an error, so it's probably the right idea. Coming out on the other side of the avalanche, you don't want to be there and have all those checkers falling down in your head. Ooh, and now the race is equalized.
He's up 1 pips actually.
He is up 1 pip.
I think he should go. With 1 pip up, he has no timing to hold the bar point. He should translate into the race game. That's my opinion.
What do you think the
yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right, Mochi. What do you think the borderline in the race here would be for you to stay back on the 18 point?
Oh, I don't have a specific number, but his up 1 pip is no way to keep the bar point.
Yeah, so maybe that's something like 6,
yeah,
7, 6, 7 pips down.
No, maybe he's up down 2-3 pips, and he should consider by staying back.
Okay, so even less. Okay. This is great for Hans. Getting into a long race, he's gonna have 15, 20 easy decisions here.
Also, he already made a deuce point and ace points. That means his position is overloaded, front-loaded, so he has no timing to keep the bar point.
That's a very good point. Yeah, so when you make the deeper point, your contact value goes down because you don't have the timing. And if you were to make a hit, you're not going to have a prime. That's a very good point. Okay. So not much strategy here. This is just a long race. Whoever gets the better dice.
Well, Hideaki might should think about the cube at some point. He's leading the race. Not now, of course, but
yeah, it's going to be up 11.
11, yes.
So let's see what Hans rolls. You want to get something big. Okay, 4-3. It's going to keep the cube away. It's not a good number. It's an average number, a little bit below average.
This is a great game for Hideaki because he's not going to lose gammon at all.
That's true, but he's giving a lot of easy decisions to Hans.
Yeah, in terms of PR, of course, but they don't know about it.
Yeah. Okay, that was... he's still keeping the cube away. Oh, I can see that we...
No, you gotta make the 4 point, then probably I would go to 8-5.
Okay, with the 3. I can see that the settings for XG, we forgot to take away the effective pip count, so now the pip count is scrambled. Watching the EPC rather than the
we can count the pip count.
We could.
You said it's a part of the skill.
This one is easy, actually. It's a very symmetric, and you shouldn't take many seconds to do a cluster count here.
It's 60-60, I think.
Yeah. Exactly. Very easy to count.
So he's up 4 pips, and now he's up 4 pips. You're gonna play 6-3. Yeah.
Martin Foller says lazy commentators.
I'm counting.
Yeah, Mochi isn't lazy.
So Hans is leading 5 pips.
Okay, Hans is leading 5 pips, so definitely no cube, and he has more checkers off. Okay, so now it's 2 pips, and same amount of checkers off. Oh, that's a huge shot. 6-5, that's another huge shot. Hideaki is keeping up.
Well, actually, Hideaki is leading 1 pip. So now it's 9.
Yeah. We're not going to see a recube here unless something weird happens.
Accident happens.
Yeah, it's going to be... Oh, maybe I shouldn't say that. He could recube and the take point would be 16%, right? For Hans Lieby.
So in the last shake where he will not get recubed.
If we get into a position where Hideaki is is more than a 83% favorite, we might get a recube. But let's see, he's still an underdog here. The best play from Hans with the ace is to play 5-4. but I guess he's counting out the numbers here. This is just a technicality. Okay, so he's going back and forward a little bit. He does find the best play. It's actually important because in this format you don't want to have too many of those small errors, especially not in a racing position. Wow, that is huge. Now Hideaki needs to get lucky. Okay, there is a chance. We needed a 2-1. Okay.
No, 4-4.
Yeah, 4-4.
3-point match. Hans plays late 0.3. And
This is
Hideaki comes
destroying.
down to 4.7.
Yeah, so Hideaki is grinding down his PR, but he does have 2 big blunders.
Yeah.
But for the most part, Hideaki has been playing well, except for those huge blunders. And I mean, Hans is just killing it right now. Playing amazingly. 6-5. Let's see. Game 4. Yeah, Martin Folle says Hans played amazing. Ramesh Balakrishnan says he loves FTH boards. And Anita Mahon says, hurrah! She's a Norwegian backgammon player, so obviously she's cheering for Hans. Oh, 6 is fan.
I guess cube is coming now. Yep, this is the right cube. That's actually a huge pass here. Well, Hideaki is leading every aspect of the game. He's leading the pip, he has better ball, he has only 1 man back, and Hans is 1 on the ball.
Yeah.
It could be, you know, take pass in money game, but it's a huge pass in a 3-point match.
In a 3-point match. Okay, so the transcriber is trying to show us some cube information here. I don't really think it's necessary. Yeah, I mean, I think we could see a take here. Finally, Hans is put to the test with a very difficult decision. He has had the easier decisions so far, but now for the first time, there's actually a little bit of blunder potential going on.
Yeah, it's...
There's one, okay, he passes. The one thing that I notice about this position is the fact that you have 4 and 4 checkers on the 6 and the 8 point. It makes the long-term timing and purity better than if you have 5 and 3. So I've seen this a lot. When you have this formation, your back game, or not necessarily the back game with 2 anchors, but the game from contact is just quite strong. But he did find the pass. Good play from Hans.
Yeah.
Very good play.
So far he got everything right.
Yeah.
Basically, the important decisions.
Okay, what about this slot?
Oh wow, this is interesting play.
There's the duplication. That's what
But
you
I
want.
go with this.
This is more safe.
Oh,
play.
actually, slotting is a better play. Wow.
Yeah, because of the duplication.
But everything is so close, it doesn't really matter. But I wouldn't find a slotting play. That's really wonderful.
Okay,
If you could find it.
We're getting compliments from Giuseppe Di Appolito. By the way, guys, remember to like and share this video so we can spread the backgammon love. If you haven't liked already, smash that like button. And remember to subscribe to the Backgammon Galaxy
Oh, he did find the right
YouTube
play.
channel. Wow, well played, Hideaki. So this is an expert play he just made. Very, very nice play.
So obviously he's able to play very high level backgammon.
Yeah.
But of course, anyone can make a big mistake in any given situation.
Yeah, there's a little bit of decision randomness as well. Hideaki was probably not really sure about the blunders he made, and then he was kind of unlucky to make the wrong decisions. Of course, if he had been in his A game, he probably would have found the best decisions. But there's a little bit of randomness also in the decisions we make as human beings. Okay, 6-3, that's a...
By the way, Hans's 1-5 is excellent play too. Not easy to find.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, duplicating the ace
Yes.
and stop him from making a 5-point, which is exactly happening right now.
Yeah. And the thing is that Hans is actually playing the blitz and the race game plan here, while Hideaki is playing the priming and the timing game plan. So the hit on the ace point is not that bad. He has 10 checkers in the zone, and he took away the tempo. Okay, that's a good shot. He hits the slot, sends Hideaki back in the race, slows down his development. Okay, he makes the, yeah, it's the best play once again. And now,
2-6 is an air ball.
tricky 6. Oh, that's not the right idea, Hideaki. You don't want to hit loose on deuce point here. Oh, you do! Oh,
You
just
do?
in lack of better? Wow, I'm surprised. I would never make that play. It's so ugly to make that play when you have 7 checkers in the zone. But I guess, what else do you do? Everything else leaves the full initiative.
Yep. Yeah. This gives him every roll.
A very understandable error there from Hideaki. It wasn't big. I think I would have made the same error, but actually the tempo hit was the right idea.
Okay, this is another difficult play here. He can make 7 and 5. Oh,
Yeah.
this is probably the first mistake he commit.
I think so. Yeah,
He had to switch,
because he's playing the blitz game plan, not the priming game plan.
also taking away some of his numbers.
Oh yeah. He's up 21 pips. He has that blot on the ace point, which hurts him in terms of priming. And he, as Mochi pointed out, he didn't take away half of a roll from Hideaki. This is not really a good roll from Hideaki. He had lots of rolls who made the 5 point, for instance. It's not a horrible roll, but okay, so usually it's better to hit and make an inner point at the same time. But Hideaki is really playing the priming game plan here. So hitting on the deuce is just too deep. Yes, this is the right idea. You want to go for purity and prime structure. Very good play from Hideaki.
Yeah.
There's a miscue,
Yeah, yeah,
by
yeah,
Hans.
yeah.
Yes, he's 3 away, 2 away. That's an aggressive score.
Yeah. It was, oh, now it's a cue for sure.
I think now he will see it.
And now he will see it.
Yeah.
Because he wrote 2-5 and Hideaki wrote 1-5, which is not a good number.
Is that the right ace, Mochi? Rather than slotting the 5?
That's difficult.
Nope, slotting is better.
Slotting is better.
Okay, 30 error from. Okay, this is a cube, Hans.
Hans, you gotta stop it.
Yeah, okay.
he stopped
He's
it.
thinking.
Okay.
He's thinking. I would like to see his body language here.
No, he stopped saying it's very good.
Yeah, exactly.
Because keep forgetting a cube caused a lot of PR.
Yes, and this is a big one.
Yeah.
This is definitely a big cube. 3 away, 2 away is the mini gammon go score.
Yeah.
He has to be aggressive.
Yeah, he's thinking, wait a minute, I'm down 3 away, 2 away,
Yeah.
and I'm up in the race. I have 4-point board, I mean, I have 4 prime, and I have an anchor. He has no anchor, so this is exactly a position you want.
Yes. I think he's going to find the cube. But now he's just counting the raise, making sure. He did miss that very sharp cube, the last roll, which only the very sharp players will find. But this one, okay, good. He does find it. I think this was an easy cube to find, so I'm happy that he didn't make the blunder. Hideaki took fast. He knows this is a take.
Most problems are solved just by pausing,
Yeah.
10 seconds. Most blunders coming from instant play
Yeah.
without thinking.
And-
Okay, big ace. So now he has a game forever.
I would just come down from the 9 here, maximize flexibility.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Okay,
could be right.
it seems close between the top 3. It is a mutual holding game, so usually you don't want to leave any shots. Race matters a lot. But here, Hideaki is already down in the race, and he has that extra blot to shoot at in the inner board. I didn't get to see which play was the right one. He played 6-2. Okay, at least 6-2 wasn't a mistake, so probably that was the right idea.
Oh, he made an illegal play.
Oh yeah, Hideaki caught him immediately. Very good. Double force, that's a great shot.
It's very good.
Catching up in the race and building the beautiful 5-point. Again, this is a position type that favors Hans since he's leading in the PR. Of course, he doesn't know this, but the mutual holding games are among the simpler position types.
Yeah, yeah. And this is a fine roll.
Wow. Beautiful roll.
Yeah.
Another beautiful roll.
Yeah, let's getting closer.
He doesn't want to give up that race equity, Hideaki. He keeps rolling double fours.
So he's counting race again.
And
Probably.
it's just 2 pips now. Okay. 2 pips. You don't want to give any shots here, Hans? Yes, that's the right idea. Okay. Since we don't play with the dice on checker rule, he has to re-roll.
By the way, both players have plenty of time left.
Yes.
You don't want to give up any points, so just play from the 11.
But
The race is close enough. If Hans is leading, yeah, I mean, it's just a simple play.
It's just a simple play, yeah.
You don't want to give up the 8 points
No,
for no reason. Especially when the race is so close.
yeah, and don't leave any shots.
Yeah.
Correct. Good. Martin Foller asked, how slow/fast does Hideaki normally play? Do you know this, Mochi?
He plays okay. He's not too slow.
Wow.
Sometimes he spends some time, and low
Yeah.
on time actually.
Yes.
But my feeling is that he try not to be in that situation.
Okay.
He plays really fast in the
Wow.
beginning of the game.
Okay. Maybe that actually, maybe he was a little bit stressed in the beginning of the game, trying to play a little bit fast. I think that Hans has actually played very what do you say, like very structurally and calmly. I don't think he's been playing neither fast. Probably more, I would say he's probably played slow and well, but he still has 6 minutes left on the clock, so maybe this is just an indication that he didn't have the hardest decisions in this match. He kind of had an easy time, and of course also has played extraordinarily well. Yeah, so he's down to the last point now. He doesn't want to roll a 6. Okay, so Hans should just avoid the 6-1, 5-1, 4-1. He does, and this is a gin position. And we're not going to see a gammon either. Very easy to save the gammon here. Basically a gin position. That's a great roll because you get that ace, which is a decision in this format. Yeah, okay, 3-1. And it's gin.
Well, this tricky ace thing for PL is one of the weakness of the format.
It is.
Yeah,
We need to.
It doesn't really reflect any skill of the backgammon at
Yeah.
all.
Do you have any solutions to overcome this?
Oh, we
This
gotta
problem?
ask Zapier to fix it.
He's got to come up with a way to figure out whether
Yeah.
a decision is actually a decision. At the moment, a decision is defined whether there is an equity difference between plays, because that's the objective way of defining a decision. But for a human being, some decisions are not decisions. It's just obvious.
Yeah.
So it shouldn't really count in the error rate, but at the moment it does. Okay, so we're at game 6, opening game here. Great shot from Hans.
So this is
Okay.
called the gammon save score or gammon goal score for Weather. Weather really needs to win gammon, otherwise he has to win one more game. So gammon value is sky high in this game.
Yeah, this is a tricky play because he doesn't have a blitz formation. That's why he's considering not making the ace here. And actually he shouldn't make the ace. He should make the 3-point, which is more pure. Oh, that's 1-2. Oh, he does find it. I don't know how he came up with the right play there, going back and forward, but in the end, he did find the best play, which was actually a very difficult play. A fan. Okay, now he is going to cover. Definitely. What about the 3?
Down maybe? Adding more builders? I don't think splitting is important here.
Yeah. Good play from Hideaki. Another fan. That's huge.
That's huge.
Oh, wow.
Now he has a real chance to
Yes.
complete the blitz. 6-4, he makes a 4.
Yes, that's a great shot, actually.
Now it's...
He really needs to enter
Yeah,
here and
anyways.
consolidate.
Oh,
He
5-1.
does. That's a great
Okay.
shot. Okay,
That's
but the blitz
fine.
is not over yet.
No.
He's still under attack.
Okay, he might think, well, I could hit, but no, too much.
I think that was a good play, right?
Yeah, it's a good play.
Yes, you wanna. He's playing gammon go, which means he's playing just as much to avoid losing a gammon than he is to win the game, because there's a 50% match winning chance either way.
Wow, that's a super joker here. So you could
What a
go
roll.
to the 8-point, or you could go for the.
That's the
blitz.
wrong idea, Hans.
He's just checking.
I hope he's just checking.
He's just checking. I don't think he's gonna do it.
This is a horrible idea. At this score, you have no value of winning a gammon. You should just bring your checkers home, win the game with as little volatility as possible. Okay, I think he discarded it. He just wanted to have a look.
Yeah, which is a good thing. Don't miss any moves.
Yes. So right now he's considering whether... Oh no, he's still going back to that hit on the ace. This is not the time for the double hit, Hans, and making the ace point. Good, this is the right play. You don't want to get hit. You're leaving a couple of doubles from the roof, and you're not playing a blitz game here. You're trying to avoid losing gammon and just win the game.
Well, he still have 5 minutes left, and it is the position that he wanted to spend some time on it. It's a very important decision.
It is. So I guess he's counting the race. He is. What's the race going to be after this move?
I think he's up 16 pips.
Yeah.
That's my guess. I don't count, but he was
Sorry.
down 15 before the roll. So
Yeah.
that's my guess. Oh no.
He keeps getting tempted
Yeah,
by the ace
yeah.
point. It's just
No
such a
way.
wrong idea. It's such a wrong idea.
You want to blitz him? I mean, he has a 4-point board, so don't do this.
Yeah.
If you do blitz, then sometimes you have to hit rules, and you might hit.
Yeah.
That's,
The 4-point board is so scary.
yeah.
Even double threes from the bar.
If score is reversed, if he's 5, I mean he's 2 away, then this play must be correct.
Yeah,
But,
that's a whole different
yeah,
story.
Yeah.
Okay, good, Hans.
He did find
he
right
did
play.
find the right play. Oof. I think he was making all the Norwegian spectators sweat there. Okay, so... But
Aha, this is
Hideaki actually
interesting.
wants to induce contact here, so... Usually you just make the 20-point, but at this score...
I think he should make a 20 still. He still have a backman on 24. Because if you don't make 5 points, then you give him 1-3.
Yeah, but look,
Yeah.
he's looking at it, the contact play.
I know.
I like the fact that he's looking at it. I think actually it's a difficult play at this score. Hideaki is aware of the match theory. He wants to induce contact, get into a gammonish position, and he doesn't care at all about losing a gammon himself. So this is exactly the time where these creative plays might be right. But as we can see from the XG analysis, it isn't. You got to make the 20-point. That's the right play.
Just giving him 1-3 and double ace is too big.
Yeah. That argument alone. And he does have that contact. Yeah, he's going to make the creative play. I mean, I thought that was a very difficult play. And unfortunately for Hideaki, he chose the wrong decision. The PR for this match is going to probably gone, but for the average PR, every decision matters.
Okay.
Yeah, he could have made a double hit, but he chose the safe play, which is also the
He was
correct play.
tempted.
Oh, what about this one? Now the race actually becomes a factor again.
Yeah.
So he's coming out.
Now he definitely need anchor, I think. No? Oh no, this is the correct play.
Oh yeah, he's
Wow.
coming out on the other side of the avalanche. Maximizing contact, staying back. Yeah, it's actually a beautiful play. Coming out with
bad
20.
numbers.
Yes, lots of bad numbers. Like 6-3, 6-5 is pretty bad as well. Leaves some shots from the bar. 6-1 gives a direct shot.
like 5-2, 3-2.
So yeah, the right play is to come out with the 4, this one, and then come down. Okay, so he goes for full contact here. It's a little bit too much.
Yeah.
The idea was right, but it's a bit of an overplay to keep the blot on the midpoint.
He doesn't gain anything by staying on the midpoint.
Yeah. I remember I made a similar blunder against you, Mochi, some years ago in Cyprus, and you called me out over the board. You told me exactly this thing, that there's no gain from staying with that contact blot there. So why do you leave it there? And you were right. Okay, 3-2. The double match point play is probably going to be just to play safe. So why would he consider anything? I mean, what is he considering hitting on the ace here?
No, I don't think so. He's torn between h3 and 13-8.
Ah, yes, of course, yeah. 2 down is too big. But
2 down is out of question.
Yeah, okay. I didn't consider the
h3 is actually much better. Okay. I would play
double 4s doesn't make. Yeah, it's a
4
0
hits.
position. 8-3 is a 0 position.
Yeah,
whereas
but still, you gotta pay at sometimes.
it's actually wow, it's big.
No. I don't think you need it.
Look how big this is.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is too much. It's
Yeah,
6-3,
you can-
6-4, and double
yeah.
4s. It's
You can
5 numbers.
accidentally gammon too.
5 numbers.
Oh no, this is a huge
double
blunder.
Wow, Hideaki is actually just 1 blunder away now in the PR race.
Well, maybe 1.5.
Maybe 1.5. Yeah. This was good for Hideaki
Yeah.
and bad for Hans.
Yeah.
Okay, he's still playing at a 1.67.
Yeah.
Okay, so
What is this now?
at least 1.5 blunder. Again, he wants to minimize.
So these 4 numbers.
I want to see the hint from the analysis. Okay, it seems that was a good move. It was a good move.
Now this was probably very small error.
Yeah. The race is very close after this roll. Wow, double 4s. Gotta be a huge roll.
So 1 for sure.
Yes.
To make the 4 points.
You never want to leave a shot with when your opponent has a full inner board. Actually, this is a clear play, but I think he's just going through all the combinations, making sure that he doesn't miss anything.
1, 2. No. He'll go back. Yes.
I don't understand why he doesn't save the blot first. Thank you.
1,
I mean, that's going to be...
2, 3. And
Yes,
4.
exactly. It's actually an obvious play.
And this is very flexible. He has only 1 bad numbers, I think, 6-1. Everything else is fine.
Okay. He's taking his time. I mean, I don't mind. He has still 2.5 minutes on the clock. So he has the luxury of taking some time here. The double 4s are probably the most difficult roll in general in backgammon. And he did find the best move eventually,
How
which
do
we
you play
expected.
this 4-1? Yeah.
Oh,
You
yeah,
gotta
because of the
step up.
race. The
Race is
race.
only 2 pips.
Yeah, so he needs to step up. It's such a clear play to step up.
Yeah. Obviously, Weda has a pip count in his mind. But you see, after all, he grinded down his PR to below 4 anyways.
Yes, like we expected.
That's Grandmaster.
Yes.
So we are excited that he played like 7 in the beginning, but it doesn't matter in the end. It's the same ending.
Yeah. You gotta come up, Hideaki. This is such a clear play.
Yeah.
Because of the raise and minimizing the damage from all the numbers. If you yeah, good play, very good play. So Hans either wants something really small or something really
He
big.
did.
Wow, that is a joker.
Yeah. Looks like ending of the game.
It looks like a 2-0 lead to Hans.
Unless he rolls 6-1.
Doesn't. Rolled perfectly well.
Now easy game.
Yeah.
You just slot the hit on the ace point and loading the prime.
Yes, there's no risk to rolling the prime here. 5-4.
Oh, okay.
Okay, he could actually just... If you were playing for the gammon, you would go fishing here. Just leave the blot hoping to get hit.
This is a better play.
Even at double match point?
No, because there's no bad numbers for him. If he make ace point, double 6 will leave a shot, double 5 leaves a very ugly position.
That's true. And you called it, Mochi. It's correct.
Yeah,
you
double
don't want to
six,
make the
double
ace
five.
point here. You don't need. You have the luxury of not giving
Yeah.
away anything in terms of flexibility.
Mm-hmm.
There's absolutely no risk here. And here you can play double sixes, double fives.
And maybe Hans get a little nervous now. I can feel.
Yes.
Yeah, he spent a lot of the time on trivia play here. If it's in a shred, he will make a play in 1 second. Oh,
Okay, so
Small
he makes a
mistake.
small mistake here.
4-1, so it probably doesn't matter. So his winning chance would be like 98%, 97% here. Yeah, just play safe.
Daniel Sørensen says that Hans Libby is originally from Bergen, Norway, but he moved to Oslo 20 plus years ago, and he thinks that the backgammon community in Oslo deserves a partial credit for Hans' impressive results here at the UBC.
Mm-hmm.
They do have a very strong community in Norway. We had, was it 4 grandmasters from Norway participating in the UBC? That's
Mhm.
actually impressive. 6-5. So Hideaki wants to fan here. Okay, this is going to be 2-0
Yeah.
for Hans Libby.
Mm-hmm. And very strong start for PR.
Incredibly strong start.
Yeah.
He played
Yeah.
so well in
Yeah,
this match.
He
Hans
outplayed
Libby.
Hideaki by 2 PR.
Yeah,
So essentially, Hideaki needs to outplay him by 2 PR in the next match.
he does. He needs 2 points.
Wow.
This is a great advantage for Hans.
Oh my god, so Hideaki needs to win next match and outplay him by PR and outplay average PR too, right?
Correct. Yeah, so he
So
needs to
he-
outplay him more
Oh,
than
no.
he outplayed him
Wow.
here, basically.
So his
Yeah.
winning chance would be, I don't know, it's really low.
It's
Yeah.
probably in the
20%?
20, 20,
20.
between 20, 23.
Yeah.
He's a big favorite now, Hans.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't know if the players are going to have a short break or if they are ready to just continue immediately. Yeah, we have some Norwegians congratulating Hans. Yeah, it is a yeah, what a performance he's putting on here in the semifinal. And
Looks like they are taking a break now.
okay, so they are taking a break.
Mhm.
So Mochi, what do you think about this match we just saw and the players?
Well, I'm very surprised that Hideaki made 2 big blunders in our game of the match. But we discussed that it could come from nerves. But I think he overcome that nerve already. But I don't know how that result, now player seeing the result, what they play in the first match, that must affect their performance in the next match, right?
That's interesting. Yeah.
Maybe Hans wants to play conservative because he wants to protect the lead, which is actually very dangerous idea. But it could happen. So it's really interesting to see the next match.
We saw that from Dirk Schiemann, who was leading on the average PR before the very final round of day 2. And he did have that mindset. He wanted to go in there and hoping for a simple game, doing everything he can to keep it simple, even making some mistakes just to get into simple games. And he actually blew it up. He played a 5.4
Yeah.
and Hideaki qualified for the PR with 2 pips in the average PR, 2.77 versus 2.79, I believe it was, something like this. So it can be dangerous to go in with that mindset that you want to just keep it simple, protect your lead. Yeah, so that's interesting. I think in a short moment we will have the match file available to us here in the commentator room, so we could actually go through some positions with the viewers from some of the highlights.
Let's do it.
But I'm waiting here for the match file to arrive. I think, let me see if I can get it.
On the other hand, for Hideaki, it's much easier for him to play in the next game. He just want to play his best as usual, and he doesn't need to think anything else.
Okay, so what I'm doing here, I'm trying to tell the transcript the transcription team upstairs that they should send us the match. I don't know why they haven't done it already, but we're trying to get it here, and then we can put it on the screen. Yeah. That would be a nice time to, here in the break, to look at some of the blunders.
Right.
Yeah, do you think Hideaki is going to be disappointed with his performance in this match?
Yeah, obviously. But he will overcome it. But you remember that the end of the last year, we did Mochi Challenge 2, carry against Major. And they played 4 games, and after the third game, Major was leading average PR and entire points. So only way Kerry could win is win PR and match and average PR, and that is exactly happened.
That's true.
So
and that happened.
yeah, that happened.
And I think actually Major was a bigger favorite at that spot than
then
Hans
Major
is here.
took like 500 blunder.
Yeah.
You know, it's unbelievable mistake he did.
Okay,
And
so
he blew up his PR. So
we have the match file here.
there's no safe zone in this game.
It's actually Morten Hove who sends it. He is faster than our own crew. That is amazing. So let's put it on the screen. One moment. Okay, so here we have the match. So if our producer could show us the monitor here, then we can show the viewers. Okay, so they're trying to get it ready. Give us a moment, then we'll have it ready. We can prepare some of the blunders here. Yeah, this was the first one. Yeah, this is a very interesting spot. What do you think about the format so far, Mochi, in this tournament, in the Contender tournament?
Yeah, it's. I think it's very well thought, nice format. Not only result, not only PR. It's a well balanced.
Okay, yeah, I agree. We have here, among the 4 semi-finalists, we have basically 3 of the very best PRs in the tournament players. And then we have one, you could say, underdog with Hans. Of course, he's played a 4.0.
But look at the Hans, what he did here.
He's just improving.
Yeah.
And he did the same thing from day 1 to day 2. He improved his performance. His error rate went down and down and down, and it seems he's doing the same today.
He played 1.7 against Hideaki in the semi-final. So what can we ask?
Yeah, he's performing amazingly. Let's see if he can keep it up. It's really interesting now. And then later we have the other semi-final, which is probably one of the biggest matches of the year between Thomas Christensen and Michi-san. Well, how do you see this matchup?
Well, I don't know who is favorite in between Michi and Thomas. It's really interesting to see how they put it off.
Yeah, that is going to be interesting. So the match will be on at 6 o'clock today, local time here in Gibraltar. That's in, how many hours is that? That's like 4.5 hours from now. So all of the viewers, stay tuned. We're going to have the great match of between Michi and Thomas Christensen at 6 o'clock today. So remember to subscribe, hit the like button, share the link with your friends. And I think also the players are actually about to be ready soon. I hope we can just go through some of the blunders here before they start. Okay, then we have our technical crew are doing well to set up the stream, the XG here, but we don't have it ready quite yet. Okay, so Daniel Sanson asks, should Ueda try to complicate the next match?
Yeah, it's. I think it's a dangerous idea. He can still win by 2 PR by playing normal.
Yeah, we have Tadja Pedersen saying, playing some back games, question mark. Hans was the back game instructor for the Norwegian national team, so he knows a thing or two about back games.
Oh, okay, so it's not gonna work.
But
no, I mean, Ueda's PR average 2.7 and Hans is 4.0, so there's already 1.3 difference. So he could outplay him by 2.5 PR. It's doable, just play normal, just need a little bit of luck.
Yeah, you need some luck. It is You could do some things to try to get the game into a complicated position. For instance, you need to slot with 2-1 in the opening, hoping for a back game where the volatility of the PR goes way up because you're going to have a lot of complicated decisions. But it's tricky. You don't want to make too many mistakes along the way to get there.
Right. That's not that easy.
Okay, so we have the monitor ready here and we can go through some of the positions. So let's see. The first blunder of the match was this one. And you were actually tempted, Mochi, to make the same play.
Yeah, this is quite difficult. I mean, but I guess you want to come out from 21.
The best play is coming out from the 21.
Yeah, because if you come out from 20, now black has two good sequence. One, making a 5-point. Two, making a 4-point. Either way, he's fine.
That's a good point. And the fives, look at how the fives are play between the two moves. If he comes out there, then the fives are not that effective. Okay, then we have this one was the big one.
Yeah.
It's actually a no double. Yeah. So,
Reda probably has like 20x numbers to hit, but Reda's anchor is still primed behind the 5 prime.
Yeah, so this is what I categorize as a blitz versus prime position, basically. And the prime is just too strong. It does look a little bit ugly having that dilly builder on Hans's 4-point. However, the structure at the moment is super strong.
Let's say Reda rolls do something and black found. Is it like a market loser? It could be not a market loser.
It could be not a market loser. I don't think it is, actually. The prime is too strong.
Yeah. Sometimes Reda doesn't hit at all, and sometimes Hans just come in.
Yeah.
So that's why this is such a big mistake.
He is at least 2 steps away, actually, from having a market loss.
Right.
Not 1 step away. That was a big one. And then we had the other big one. It was in game 3, I believe.
Yeah, that was most...
Oh, no, it was in game...
It was 4-0, by the way. Yeah, 4-0. He was
here it
4-0.
is.
Yeah.
Here it is.
This I have no explanation. I don't know why he took this.
Yeah.
This is a quite basic position. Black is leading 25 piece with spar point made. And actually, only double sixes leaves the blood. Everything else plays a safe. It's quite standard, so you don't want to take the cube at 4-0 reading. So I really don't know. And he took it quite fast, actually.
I think he spent Hans's time thinking about it as well.
That's true.
But still,
yeah,
it's such a crucial decision. And as we talk about here, for us this is such a clear pass, and it's not a complicated decision. It's straight out of the reference playbook. When you have 25 pips down in a 20-point holding game, and the opponent has the beautiful structure in front of you, that's when you gotta pass it. So yeah, this was an ugly one.
Yeah,
he shouldn't have made this one. Then we had the cube action where this cube from Hans. What do you think about this cube?
Well, although technically it's not really a cube, I do think it's a good cube because Hans is reading down to 4, and yellow has a failed blitz structure, open 5-point and 4-point, and Hans is reading a pip count. So just because Hans has 2 bloods, that's why this is not exactly a double, but I would say it's a good double, a practical double.
I think most people don't double this position.
I think it's quite sharp.
Yeah, yeah, I liked it as well. What else did we have here? Then we had this position, the cube at 3-way, where the match theory says that you have to be more aggressive with the cube and you have to be more conservative with the takes because it's a very short match. And he did find the pass here, Hans.
Yeah, it's an excellent play by Hans. This is actually a money take, but at this score, 3-away, it became a big pass, and Hans exactly know what he's doing.
Yeah, so very good play from Hans. What I was noticing about this position was the stacks on 6 and 4, which has 4 and 4 checkers, which makes his long-term contact value better because it's easier to play pure and a priming game. And as well, I noticed the stack on Hideaki's midpoint. Oh, we're ready. We're ready to go. Yeah, so the second match is about to get kicked off. Okay, so this is exciting. Hideaki needs to come out firing here. Okay. Opening roll is made. The take point scoreboard is a little bit off its mark here. Somebody pushed the scoreboard so it's not perfectly aligned, but it's okay. Double fours, that's a powerful roll.
First joker.
Yes.
I would make 4 point, I think.
I think it's a clear play, just to make the 4 point. You have that
Yeah,
extra
whatever.
builder on the 8 point.
Should he fun? 5, 6 is a good number.
Very good number. 6-1.
How do you play the ace?
I cannot stand the temptation. I need to hit here, just for the efficiency. And
Okay.
oh, that would have been a good shot, 5-6. But unfortunately for Hideaki, we don't play with the dice on checker rule.
What happened here? Could it be a double? It's too early.
Probably one step too early. That's a bad shot. 4-2. He doesn't get to lock down the 5 point. So how do you play this one, Mochi?
Maybe hit ace point and step up.
That is the right idea. That's the expert play. It's not an easy play to find over the board. You have many combinations here, but all of the best moves contain the 5-1 hit. Very nice instincts by Hans. Good play. 3-2. Okay, so here's a decision for Hideaki. Does he make the 11 or does he hit loose? Probably the right idea, right, Mochi? No. That was a blunder?
Oh, wow, that was a blunder.
That was a blunder.
He has
So
to
he
hit.
has to hit.
Yeah, because he's down in the race and Hans has a blot on the ace point. Even if he got hit, he can have a double anchor.
Yes, the priming play was not
That's
good.
Interesting.
That was a blunder from
Interesting.
Hideaki. Hideaki is off to a horrible start.
Hideaki doesn't need a blunder.
Oh, he's really, really bad. Oh, double fives. Catching up a little bit in the race.
So we have to remind the viewers that Hideaki needs to win both PR and the score
Yes.
to win the semifinal.
It's a tall order,
Yeah.
especially starting out with a blunder like this. I
Yeah,
would have liked
yeah.
to see the analysis. We didn't get to see how big. Oh, there it is. Oh, it's big.
Okay,
116
100. Well,
millipoints.
100 is still doable.
Actually, he also missed out on an opportunity to complicate the games. Because if he makes the hit, he might have more checkers sent back. It kind of compounds the error.
Okay, meanwhile, he's thinking of a double 5.
Yeah. So for viewers just tuning in, this is the Ultimate Backgammon Championship 2020 Contender Tournament semi-final match between Hans Libby from Norway and Hideaki Ueda from Japan. It's been an incredible tournament this far, and we're about to find our first finalist. If you haven't already liked this video and subscribed to the Backgammon YouTube channel, do it! And please share the video with all of your friends on Facebook, because this is one of the big moments of 2020 in the backgammon world. Okay, so what's happening here, Mochi?
Hans is thinking about the cube, and he is correctly do so. He's up 11 pips, and he has some market bruises.
He has the 5 checkers on the midpoint, though. That's
Yeah.
kind of hurting him.
Yeah.
If he had just one of those checkers
Oops,
on the
5-1
8 or
is
6.
not a good number.
Yeah, there we see the weakness of the stack.
And this is difficult to play. You can hit loose or you can play
Oh,
safe.
no. That is ugly.
This is ugly, yeah.
I don't think he's going to make this play. It's a 4-point board versus 4-point board. This is understandable. It's a blunder, but it's understandable.
15 numbers.
Yes, that's a blunder. This is great news for Hideaki. He just equalized in the PR race, and a huge shot. This is good news from Hideaki.
Yeah. Now he's gonna double. I think it's a double pass.
5 pips,
Yeah.
1 man back. blitz potential.
But his position is so ugly.
Oh, it's actually too good, Mochi.
Oh no! Wow.
It's too good to double. That's a difficult one to find.
Yeah, I think he would double.
Yes. I find it almost. It's very unlikely. I think that Hans will find the take here. But at least Hideaki is giving him the decision. He's giving him the opportunity to make a big blunder.
Yeah, it's a good trade. You know, giving up the 36 equity, trying to get 500.
You never know when you get something mixed up in your neural net.
He might think, okay, I'm down only 5 pips. I have 4-point ball. You know,
I have a lot of contact.
Yeah, but the truth is, he can get.
Oh! Wow!
He did it.
Wow!
Jesus.
That's huge. That is huge. Wow! Hideaki makes the closeout with double 6. The match is all open now. This is completely opened up the semi-final. Huge blunder from Hans Levy. Hideaki gave him the opportunity to make the blunder. We have a lot of comments coming in now. Oh no, from Christopher Hedberg.
Wow.
That was bad for the Norwegian. Very good news from Hideaki. He is in the game. It's very open now.
He might be a favorite. I mean, a PR battle.
But he needs to win both still.
I know.
He needs to win
I'm
both.
not saying he is favorite to win the semi-final, but in the PR average.
I think he is. He is the favorite now, both in terms of winning the PR point in this one and in the terms of average PR. But
it's
the
going to be
problem
close.
It's going to be close. He needs to win this match. But if he can win the gammon here, which definitely looks good, he's a big favorite to win the gammon, he might have a chance. This is funny. One of those positions where, I mean, even though you're a grandmaster, you might get something completely mixed up in your brain, get some bad ideas, and all of a sudden, you take a 500 blunder. Really bad. He needs to enter badly. Oh no, that was crucial. Now the gammon. Wow, the gammon is sealed unless he gets extremely lucky. No, I actually don't think he can make it. It's basically impossible to save the gammon from here.
Yeah, it's very...
Yes, so 4-0 to Hideaki. Oof. Most likely that's going to be the biggest blunder we're going to see today. 500. That was a really big one.
So once again reminds the match between Kerry and Major, where Kerry took a 500 pass.
It's the same.
Exactly the same thing.
Yeah. You cannot take it easy in this format. Every decision matters. Okay, so Hideaki made one blunder, but still managed to squeeze out a 4.0 PR in the game, and obviously Hans plays at a 16 from that horrible 5 double blunder. Okay, 5-4. Now Hideaki is leading this match, so he's just splitting the back checkers, trying to get into a holding game, consolidate a race lead. 5-4. This is exactly what the leader in the match wants to see. Okay, 3-1. Slightly duplicated, but of course he's going to make his 5-point hitting and building. 4-1. No other play. He's got to hit, unstack the heavy 6-point. Classic opening game style. 3-2. Another great shot from Hideaki. He secured a very strong edge here in the opening game. And now we're heading into the middle game. No anger from Hans.
I guess he should come out with a 5, duplicating a 4.
Yeah, it's also the only play that doesn't kind of front load his spare checker distribution. It's the only net. Nah, this is ugly. He's staying back with 3 checkers and he's stacking in his front position. This is the only natural play, which, okay, he does make it. Actually, it's close. I take my words back. It was the best play to come out, but it was not as ugly as I first thought. So play 13-8. Okay, what about this one, Mochi?
Interesting. I don't know. Yeah, I'd like to hit 3, then 6. Where's the 6?
You
Do
can
I
come
slot?
down,
Maybe.
slot the 7. You do have the stronger inner board, and the gain is huge. But you're making the 6s good from the bar.
Oh, 20, 11.
Ah,
Do nothing.
do nothing. I guess because of your race lead is already so substantial, you don't like getting hit.
Well, the problem with hitting is giving too many shots. 3s,
Yes,
2s,
exactly.
and 5s.
You have a big race lead, you don't want to... Wow, that's huge.
Mm-hmm.
But understandable error from Hideaki, and it wasn't that big, I think, of an error. Very difficult play. Four two, another great
okay.
shot
One
from
step
Hans.
closer to the cube.
Hideaki really wants something good here. 2-6. Of course, he's going to split the back checkers.
It's very close to double, but it's not quite double, I don't think.
Yeah, you're right, Mochi. It's exactly what it is. It's like half a blunder away from a cube. A little bit more than half a blunder. He doesn't quite have what it takes yet. Okay, so now he could actually choose between two game plans here. Is he gonna go for the more pure prime and race? Or is he gonna go for the blitz? This is a difficult one. Because before the roll, you would definitely say that Hans had a priming position here. He has purity, he has efficiency, doesn't have any stacks. But now all of a sudden the double 5, that's
You
such a
can
great...
make 11 and a 3-point quite beautifully.
Or you could come out with a back checker.
But look at the equities. It's 2 plays are
Wow.
almost tie.
It's almost a tie. So
Yeah.
this is a very difficult decision over the board. It's two completely different game plans. But the computer tells us that it's actually a tie, almost a tie between the two.
Well, it's good for Hans. And no matter what he does, it's not going to be a big error.
Yeah, luckily that's the case, because choosing between two game plans is not easy, and sometimes it really has blunder potential, which this one doesn't.
So just don't spend time on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was the third best move, 31 error.
Okay.
And a fan from
It's a
Hideaki.
pass, I guess.
10 checkers in the zone, you're on the bar, you're up 4-0.
I mean, it could be a take for money, but at this score, no, it's a big pass.
I agree with you, Mochi.
And Hideaki not going to take this, I think.
That would be surprising. Okay, Hideaki's taking his time. He's taking a sip of water from his plastic bottle. The pip count as well is hugely in Hans's favor. Of course, Hideaki is thinking about his contact value here. If I manage to anchor up, I will have so much contact value, and I have a nice and pure front structure, good playable game, but the blitz value is just too big.
No, I mean, not 4-0.
Yeah, exactly.
It's actually a take for money, but not at this score.
Yes. Good play from Hideaki. He took his time, made sure he's...
As we expected, this is Hideaki.
Yeah.
I mean, he's going to play a game in the second set. That's my prediction.
Yeah. He's only made one blunder so far, and it was actually a difficult checker play on that decision. 5-4. Yep. Standard opening game response. 4-2. That's a great one. And is that the right deuce, Mochi? Coming down?
I think so.
Okay, good. Good play. 5-6, that's a huge shot. Couple 3, that's also a huge shot. So that's one, that's the anger. Safeguard against the gammons and the blitz. And now the question is, do you make the 5 or the 3? You go for structure over flexibility or flexibility over structure. Good play from Hideaki. He doesn't give up the 8-point while making a new point and gets to unstack the 6.
All right, this 6-1 is a little bit interesting. You can make a bar or you can play safe and split the backman.
Oh, it's actually close. I have a strong preference for the bar point here, but as you can see, it's actually a very close play, and the safe play is actually slightly better. I think I would have made the same mistake as Hans here. 6-3. Okay, so I guess you just run. You're still up 10 pips.
Yeah.
So it's actually probably a pretty good roll. Now that you couldn't hit. Oh, what about this one? Oh, he's tempted to make the 5 point here. For good
Okay.
reason.
I think it's a little bit too much. Leaving 3 on deuce.
Could be a slight overplay, and you don't get to move the back checkers. You want to get those back checkers moving. But this is a tricky roll, actually. I think I would make this play just because there's not really any splitting play that doesn't.
Yeah, it's not bad. I don't know. Oh,
It's a good play.
Actually light play.
Good play, Hans.
And 3-1 is duplicated. He wouldn't hit.
And now he's not going to hit, of course. Still a good roll from Hideaki. That's actually a strong argument that the threes were duplicated for the 3-1. Sorry, 3-1. Oh yeah, 3-4 as well. Yeah.
Very good play by Hans Levy. I wouldn't find it.
5-2.
Yeah. Couldn't do anything.
Standard play. No decision there. 6-5.
6-5.
Ooh, are we going to see the double falcon here, Mochi? Where you come out with the 2 back checkers?
Yeah. Is it called double falcon?
Apparently. I learned that yesterday. So that's the double falcon play. It is not the right idea here, but it's rather close for such a dramatic checker play. He is taking a look at it. I mean, I like the fact that he's taking a look at it, and I think he might play this move. He did make a double falcon play, Hideaki.
Hideaki
in my match, when I played against him on day 1, he made a double falcon play.
It's double falcon from Michi?
No, I don't think it was Michi who came up with it. But it's probably inspired by Michi.
Yeah, double tiger.
He does make the double
did
falcon. I like the play. I mean, it makes sense to me, but of course it's here as we see. It's a mistake, but it's definitely an expert move.
Oh, look at this 3-6. We have seen Extreme Gammon here. You gotta split.
There's a blunder potential here. Oh, is he gonna fall in the trap? He is. There's a blunder. This is great news from Hideaki. Good sequence. That's a good sequence from Hideaki. Yeah, he fell into the trap there, Hans Levy. You should have split with the 6s to getting out of that 24 point.
Split for sure.
Yes, easy play. Hideaki, of course, he's not going to cue, but this goes. Wow, that is a trilemma. Does he come up? Does he make the 7?
Yeah, you can 3 choices.
Or do you make the blitzing move?
Right.
The score kind of. Wow, it's close. Look at the analysis. It's so close.
Oh yeah, 3 plays are almost identical.
So the blunder potential is taken out of the equation. But I think we're going to see Hideaki to spend some time here.
Yeah.
Okay, so according to some of the viewers, it is Michi who came up with the double falcon play. Confirmed by Hans Marius Eichset. So that's cool.
So now he's counting the numbers. Any ace, 7, 8, 9, and 10, it's a lot. It's probably like 20, 22 or something.
All the moves look so good.
Yeah.
It's so difficult to choose between them.
This looks super nice, but on the other hand, it gives him a free roll.
Yes.
So he's gonna make some progress. 2-3, 2-5, 3-5, making a 4 point.
If the score was reversed, we
Yeah.
would see the blitz move here, the double hit. But
sure, yeah.
when you're leading 3 away, 6 away, it's not really the right idea. The 2 other plays makes more sense. The double match point play is making the 7 point. And the gammon go play is to make the double hit, of course. And the gammon save play is difficult because it's difficult to say whether it's the 7 point or coming out, but it seems, according to the XG analysis here that coming out is slightly better at Gammon Go, but very, very close. Making the 7 point is the best play according to XG++. Okay, the margin just increased a little bit when he ran the XG++ analysis. We can't see the margin now because of his mouse's plug. There it is.
But it looks like he's going to make this play.
This is also such a nice play. If you don't get hit, you achieve full freedom. And there's a lot of duplication going on because if he has to spend 1 or 2 dice on hitting, he's not going to develop his front position with all those spare checkers. Very tough decision over the board.
And if Hans hit one of the outfield blocks, then he has lots of return shot from the roof.
Yeah, with a better inner board.
Yeah. Note Ueda doesn't think about the double hit at all. He didn't even think about it.
He seems to have discarded that play. I think I would have done the same, actually. That would be the first player that I would discard at this score. And I would not know which one to choose between the two others. It's completely understandable that he's spending time here. Little does he know that the blunder potential is not present.
Yes.
But
it's actually unlucky for him that this. If he had known that the equity difference is such a small thing, he would just play. But of course, over the board, I would spend some time.
He does make the 7 point, which is the best play. So well played.
3-5 is a great response.
It is. It's duplicated still, but what is?
2-6 is one of the worst number.
Oh, he don't. I think he should take some time here actually because he has 2 plays.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot of tempo here because look at all the building numbers from from Hans Lieby.
Another difficult play.
Yes. Oh, and again, it's completely close. It's so close.
Practically tie.
The tempo gain here from the hit is huge because Hans stands to develop his position, but at the same time, you don't want to destroy your structure, your prime value. Yeah, I like this play. I think it takes some courage to play this play, even though it's a micro error.
Now it is a double. Wow.
It's a double from the bar. Do you think Hans could find this cube?
He's thinking about it. But it's definitely there's some swing on next roll. Any deuce. I mean, roll like 4-5 is completely fine.
It's very good actually.
Yeah.
Double 4s, double aces. Double 2s is an absolute
and
destroyer.
The score, of course.
The score, yeah. This is an expert decision. If he finds the cube here.
Yeah.
He's a 56% favorite, but the volatility is super high.
Yeah.
That's the key.
Yeah.
And he's down in the match.
Even if he found, he will not get recubed anytime soon. He found
well played, Hans.
He won the very nice cube here. That's amazing. Very impressive.
Yes, it is.
Hans impressed me by a lot in many decisions over 2 matches. Wow, I did not know that he's that good, to be honest. Wow. Of course, it's an easy take.
Yes. Let's see. This is a big swing. The deuce is there.
5,
2-5.
Okay. Rewarded.
Very strong roll. Not a complete destroyer, but very strong roll.
He needs 3 or 5. He did roll a 3. That's fine.
He's getting primed, but at least he's gonna remake the 8 point, right? Does he have any other play?
I think making 8 is too strong to give up. He wants to enter with 3, but
you gotta make the 8. Okay, so let's see here what.
Double 4.
That's not a good roll.
No.
That's actually a terrible roll.
Yeah, I wouldn't say terrible, but it's not the best roll. I guess you're gonna make a 3.
Because even the 6s, like 6-1, 6-2, 6-3 plays well. I think it's in the bottom of the range in terms of how good that roll is. If he could re-roll, he would definitely do it. It's not horrible, but he's losing timing. It's too many pips to move in a priming battle. And he has to make the impure 3 point here rather than making the 4 point. Wow. Difficult one. Yeah, And again, the double fours, always super difficult to play, so he should take some time here. I can't see from the analysis what the error is. Oh yeah, I can see from the absolute equities. So it's a 30 error.
Making a 4 point is a big error.
Yeah, you want to block.
three.
You want to block the sixes.
You must keep the
Yes.
6 point.
I think he knows this, Hans. The value of blocking the sixes here.
At least for one low.
Yeah. So this is the first 3 fours, and then you're considering whether playing 10 to 6 or playing 5 to 1.
But now he's thinking, where's my next 6? The next 6 he gonna break one of the points.
Yeah.
So that he didn't like.
Ooh, this is not good. Maybe that's what he's thinking about his sixes. But you cannot break your structure. Look how he's priming. You cannot break that 8 point. You have so much prime value from that 8 point. You force the sixes to be played on Hideaki's own side of the board, which is super destructive.
Maybe he doesn't roll a 6. You don't need to roll a 6, you know.
And I think he just set the record for most checker shuffling in one move. Hans.
That's right.
No, Hans, this is the wrong idea.
Yeah. Hans might mess up with this.
There's severe blunder potential here.
I think he's gonna make it.
Oh, not this one. This is the worst. Oh,
no.
wow, that's really bad, right? Oh, it's not even analyzed yet. Let's see how. I think it's like 200, more than 200. This is really, really ugly. Yeah, Hans is playing at a 10 now.
Wow.
It's a weird mistake because it's a priming battle. You need structure, and you want to block the sixes. That was a really, really bad one. If Hideaki can win this match, it looks like as if he's going to win the PR rather easily now. Let's see when the transcriber goes back and give us the analysis of that blunder, how big it actually was. Okay, 4-2. So now he has a slot or not decision. Yeah, he's looking at it. That's the fancy play, but it might be right here because you're playing a prime versus prime where your opponent has a single checker.
But you can get gammon more often.
Okay, so it was a mistake. It was almost a blunder.
Yeah, you do win more, of course, but
it was a fancy play that didn't pay off, or at least from PR point of view.
Yeah.
If he can close it here, he needs a 6. Oh, it was almost a 6.
He did, but then he has to break up the 6 prime for 1 second.
This is not good for Hideaki because he's in gammon danger now. You need to hit, and then Hans needs to fan, and then Hideaki needs to roll a 6. That's basically the sequence here. Okay.
Ace 5.
I guess it's kind of probably better than fanning, but I'm not really sure. 4-2.
Blind versus blind.
Yes.
Any 5 is bad.
That's bad.
Any 5 is bad.
Yes. Hideaki has some gin numbers here. 6-1, 4-1.
Yeah.
4-6. That's interesting. That's the 4, and then I guess you got to hit with the 6, right, Mochi?
I'm not sure.
Oh, it's
Maybe
close.
he just go.
It's super close.
Yeah, he just let him roll.
Super close. So even in double match point, it's super close. He might spend some time here. But once again, it's a toss-up. But he doesn't know that over the board, obviously. Yeah, we still didn't get to see how big that blunder actually was. I think it was in the 200 range, that double 4 from Hans Lieby. Yeah, he's okay. So he finds the best play according to XG++, but it was super close. Now Hideaki. Oh, it's not. I think it's a double take actually. If he were to shift the recube here, wasn't it? Because of the match score. But now, of course, it's too good. Oh no, he did miss a big recube. He did miss a big recube.
Just for 3.
Yeah. Okay, so that's interesting. That's what you have to think about. I made exactly the same mistake against Thomas Tenland on day 1 here in the UBC. I forgot to think about this. I was leading the same 3 away, 6 away, holding a 2 cube. You do have some recubes, you know, and your opponent has an 11% take point, so there is a doubling window, even though it's very narrow. Okay, but this is looking really good from Hideaki. I think Hideaki is way ahead now in both average PR. Hideaki is probably the favorite now because he's leading in the average PR department.
Yeah.
There's a comment here from a user called 18CXKK that estimates in terms of equity loss, Hans Libby is now approximately 0.45 behind. So this is almost, oh, there's the cube. Okay, but I guess now it's a pass, right?
Yeah,
11%
yeah.
take point.
Yeah, we're not happy with it.
Yeah, but still a good decision from Hideaki. Played on too good, got some free decisions, and then cashed the game at exactly the right time. This one, I mean, he's not gonna take this one.
He's just remembering the take point at 6-1.
Yeah, it's 11%, and in the actual position he has a little bit less than 4%. It's basically impossible to win this position. Okay, perhaps he's getting a little bit tired now, Hans, because, I mean, I understand that you have to remember the take point and look a little bit, but now it's like, is he actually thinking about taking this cube? So far away from the take point.
No, I don't think he's gonna take it.
Yeah, he's gonna pass. Good decision, obviously. And Hideaki is looking good. He's looking really good. He's way ahead in the PR race. It's almost a lock. We shouldn't say never because these things happen all the time.
But in the global game, it's much more easier.
That's now it's
no cube decisions.
no cube. So a big edge for Hideaki. If he can win this match, he's going to be the first finalist of the UBC Contender Tournament 2020.
6-1 is, I think.
Jonas Modell says 6-1 is not 11% mark. I believe it is, Jonas.
Maybe 10.5.
Yeah, 10.8 maybe. No, I think it's 11.1 or something like this. 6-3. Okay. So we saw the the slotting play with 4-1 from Hans Libby. So that's pretty cool. He is at that even points away, 6 points away. So he does have gain from winning a gammon. So the slotting with 4-1 in the opening. Is that a move you like to make as well, Mochi?
Yeah.
5-2, clear play.
Good start for Hans.
Very good start and very easy to play the checkers from here.
Yeah.
Probably going to be easy decisions.
6-2-3-5.
Wow.
Oh, that's good.
Okay, so he's rather fast to look at this one, the priming move. It is the right play.
Okay.
But understandably, he's spending some time here because it's not an obvious decision. The fact that he has gained from winning a gammon kind of wants him to make an offensive play here.
Oh, 1-2.
Ha-ha!
Still a great number.
Dilemma.
Well, not really. I think he just hit and step up, no? Oh, wow, it's dilemma. Okay.
It is dilemma. I would make the stepping up and hitting as well.
Yeah.
But wow. Yeah. I guess it's because Hans still has 2 checkers on the 24 points, so the prime value from making the 7 is very big, and you're still exposed to the blitz here. 3 blots, lots of loose hitting numbers. 5-6 is actually a bad roll. And now Hideaki,
And now Hideaki is the favorite.
Very good roll from Hideaki. Gets freedom with the back checkers. 5-3 wasn't one of the lucky fly shots.
I think now he's splitting everything.
Yeah, you don't care about the gammon loss.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to. Yeah, good play. Very good play.
Maximizing the contact value.
So what will Hideaki do here? He really wants to consolidate, but what a horrible number. Is he gonna make the strong tiger move here?
No, I don't think so. That would be crazy. Leaving 7 blots.
Perhaps if the score was the other way around, he might consider it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the only thing he's thinking about here is how do I minimize my exposure?
Yeah.
How do I play safe? But He has 5 blots, and yeah, this is the right play.
It leaves 1, 6, 2, 6, 4, 6, 5, 6, 8 numbers plus maybe double 4, 9, double 2, 10 numbers.
Too many shots to this one, so I think he's gonna find it simply just by look. It's the only move that leaves less than a direct shot. 5-2, he dodges, very lucky. I wonder what he's thinking about here. Is there no? Could that ever be the right idea to enter on the 20?
Hideaki did the same thing in the last match. Right?
I think that was more justified.
Yeah, okay.
It's not the same, right?
Because no, at that point Hideaki didn't have a
no,
point.
no. This is really
right
bad.
idea.
Especially you activate the dilly builder on the 3-point. You leave all those shots for the blots to come home.
Yeah.
This is such a strong anchor in this position on the 20-point with all the blots. And you still have the goalkeeper.
Yeah. When Hideaki did in the last match, there's no point in it. It's like a 0-point board. But here he has the 2-point board, so it's a little bit different.
Yeah.
I don't think he's gonna do it anyway. He's just looking around, and he will settle the normal play, I think.
Let's hope that he can find it. It's also strange because it's a little bit subjective, because in my brain, when I see this position, it's such an obvious play to make the 20-point. I see a lot of ugliness from the other play. But I mean, we are all different, and sometimes I see something that other players seems to be an obvious play for them. So there's something here confusing Hans about this position. He knows that he wants to maximize contact, but coming in on the 23-point is just not a good way to do it. Leaving so many good numbers for Hideaki if he does that. He's spending a good amount of time on this move. It is a critical move actually in this game. Oh, he's gonna make it. Yeah, I think, big blunder. I think it seals the deal for the PR battle.
Yeah. So Hans simply need to win this match. Then that's it. Hans is not gonna win a PR battle in this match on average, I think.
Yes. 5-4.
So he needs to win.
Maybe he's gonna make another blunder here, because this is actually a more difficult decision, I think.
No, it's fine actually.
Whether to make
out.
Yeah, exactly. It's also fine to make. Oh, it's very close. So this is a real decision. Here is definitely not obvious whether you want to be splitted and maximize contact, or you want to make the anchor. Both plays are very valid. Yeah, Hideaki is a big favorite now in the semifinal.
Yeah.
Basically, Hans has to win this game, which he does around a third of the time.
Hideaki is probably like 95% favorite in this match.
Something like this. Hans has to get lucky now. Okay, he comes out. I like the play. I mean, I think it's a creative play. It's a borderline decision. Very mature play. It shows that he knows what's going on, at least from a match theory point of view. 5-1, but he does. This is some hard decisions.
Yeah, he kept rolling. I like this committing this point game.
Yeah, nice. No, wait, there's a better play coming out to the 18, anchoring on the ace and coming out to the distraction slot on the 18 point. So this doesn't happen.
Okay.
But difficult decision.
Yeah.
That was the difficult decision. Oh, was that wrong? I'm very surprised that Hideaki got an error from making the 5 point. So you should just make the 4 point?
Yeah.
Wow,
obviously.
What an interesting play. What a surprising play.
Yeah. Maybe he has a better distribution. No. You don't want to make a 4 point, I don't think. You want to play this game, no? Oh, you do actually 4 point. Okay.
I think maybe it's something to do with the 3 point and the spare checker, that you give him less contact value if you make the 4.
I see. Okay. But I just go with the deuce point game. He's way down in the race. But maybe some of his 6 will be bad, like instant 6-5, for example.
Oh, you're talking about this move?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is another difficult decision for Hans. Really, really difficult. Endgame contact can be super complicated. Okay, so yeah, Good play. Good play. It's the contact with the point on the 10 point with the 10 point that makes this the right play. I'm curious to see Hideaki's 5-4 after the match because that was such a interesting play. That the obvious move by making the 5 point in his face wasn't the right play. Like, how often does that happen? Okay, so he's in a good shape here, Hideaki. That's a great shot.
Yeah, that's clearing the 10 point.
He just needs to see it. Yeah, he does see it. Very good shot. Very good shot. 4-2. Okay.
Point.
You could also go for the clearing play by playing 8-6, but you like the ace point.
It gives him more options. So only bad number here is 6-5 and 6-2.
Yeah, another difficult decision for Hans. Here he should stay back, maximize contact. I think he's going to find this play because he had a propensity to maximize contact earlier on, and this one is more clear. Good play from Hans. Very good play. 4-3, great shot from Hideaki. Now he's a huge favorite. Hans wants to enter now, so he's not on the bar while Hideaki clears the 8 point. Yeah, that's a bad fan.
Only double 4. Okay,
Hideaki, is he going to leave the double 4 shot?
Okay.
Could be the last decision of the semi-final, actually.
I think he do, actually.
He does.
Yeah.
According to good play from Hideaki. You give that 1 in 36 shot.
It was actually a clear play.
It was a clear play. Because what you don't want to see is you don't clear it, and now he gets a 4, and all of a sudden you have the problem of clearing the 8 point. So you take a small risk now to get a long-term reward. Okay, looking good for Hideaki. What is he in this position? Like a 95%, something like this? 94 maybe, a little bit less than 95% favorite. So Hans is in. Hans needs to get really lucky now.
Yeah.
It's the 6-2, 3-1. Oh, is that?
Not necessarily.
I don't think so either.
Yeah.
Okay, good. I think this looks so much better, but let's see.
It's probably not a
the
big
analysis.
deal, but,
From a bear-off point of view, it is a clear play,
Mm-hmm.
but I mean, it's obviously not a blunder to clear, but you don't want to take... yeah, it's more safe to not play clear the 6 point actually, because you're leaving more shots next time. No big deal. He has the time on the clock to spend here, so of course he can... Okay, so Hideaki is actually looking away while scratching his cheek. Okay, now he's returning his attention to the board. Okay, yeah, he did make the best play. Good play, Hideaki. He needs to get lucky. Okay, that's actually not a good shot. Do you? Yeah, I guess you just... In terms of contact, you actually want to stay on the anchor, I think. But this is a little bit ugly. I don't know.
Doesn't really
matter. Yeah. Okay, so Hans is down to his last shot here. 4-1, 5-1, 6-1. Otherwise, 6-1 we get it. It's not over yet.
Wait.
It's not over yet. Hans needs to roll an ace. No. Game over. Game over. Yeah. And this is going to be a comfortable win for Hideaki in the PR. We are going to analyze it on the full analysis settings, of course, but I think it needs takes a miracle.
I think Hideaki wins maybe 0.5 PR or something average.
Yeah, or even more. It could be more. I think the total equity difference is like more than half a point in equity in Hideaki's favor. So yeah, the match is over. We found the first finalist. Congratulations to Hideaki Ueda. Congratulations to Japan for their countrymen representing and doing such a great job. What do you think about Hideaki's performance in this match?
Hideaki came back to his game, and Hans made some unbelievable blunder. The game never be safe.
Yeah. It's interesting because we saw this after the first match. Hans was a big favorite.
Yeah.
He played amazingly.
Yeah.
We were so impressed.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, in match number 2, he had some decisions where he was perhaps we exposed some leaks in his game, where he was usually he could have a little bit of luck and find the best decisions, but this time he was unlucky and he just made the big blunders. Yeah, so we've seen it now in the Mochi Challenge. We've seen it in the UBC. You cannot take it for granted just because you're coming into the last game as a big favorite.
Yeah.
What do you think about Hans' performance in this semi-final matchup?
I mean, he impressed me a lot by making a right play in the difficult decisions, and he is actually a very good player. But unlucky for him, he got that position and committed the 500 blunder.
Yeah.
But in general, he is a very good player.
Yes, I have the same impression. There is probably a gap from a player like Hans to Hideaki in terms of consistency and overall, like not having any leaks in your game. But I was impressed with Hans as well, especially in some of the more tricky decisions. He seemed to have very good instincts.
Yeah.
And then he had a couple of positions he just completely messed it up and make the big blunders. Yeah. So we have the first finalist. Hideaki Ueda from Japan. What a performance and what an accomplishment. I hope we can get one of the players down for an interview and look at some of the moves here. And then what's going to happen is that we are gonna shut down the stream from the UBC. There will be a new stream on the Gibraltar Backgammon YouTube channel for some hours, and then we're gonna come back to Backgammon Galaxy's YouTube channel at 6 o'clock for the second semi-final between Grandmaster Michi and Grandmaster Thomas Christensen.
Yeah, that would be match of the day. I mean, the expected PR would be really low.
It's the two strongest PR players so far in the tournament.
What would be the combined PR?
Yeah,
the combined PR will be below 6 or something.
The combined PR average so far is almost below a 4.5. It's definitely below a 5. So I think we should expect a combined combined PR below a 5 in that matchup. Wow. Christensen has been playing 2.4 in PR average so far, and Michi is at 2.7, I think. So it's going to be an incredible matchup. I'm also waiting for the match file here, and we could review some of the blunders if we get it sent up from the.
Yeah, but let's bring the players down.
I think we are working on it, I think. So just while we are waiting, we can.
Wow, that was amazing. So first he must get to the point that he has a chance to commit 500 blunders. That is already unlucky. Then he did it.
Yeah, so this was the big. If the producer could bring up the screen, the monitor of the XG here. I'm just waiting for the guys. Yeah, okay, so it's on the way. There it is. This was the first out of 2. No, I would say this was definitely the big blunder of this semi-final. It's actually too good to double. We either made the brilliant decision of shipping over the cube.
Yeah. Who think it's too good? I did not think it's too good.
Yes. So what do you guys what do the viewers think about this position? Let's see some comments here. And we have Alex Wilson saying that the cube decisions is twice as important in this format. Yeah, you could say that because he was definitely penalized in 2 ways in this position. He went down 4-0 and he took almost a 500.
This is really, really amazing. I think about it. First of all, he has rolled 5-1 to break up the point, yeah? Do you remember that he rolled?
Oh, yeah, the sequence here, which was
usually
difficult.
He doesn't roll 5-1. He rolls something normal, like 13-6 or something. Then we thought this is like a simple folding game. normally nobody make a mistake,
Yes.
right? We kept saying that the
We kept
holding
saying,
game
this is good
the
for
easiest
Hans.
game, right?
Yes.
Then 5-1. This is probably like one of maybe 6-7 numbers that leaves the blood.
Yes.
And he did it. Then Ueda must return. Then he has the fun. Wow.
So actually Ueda was quite lucky with getting the sequence
Yeah.
to begin with.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have the winner in the studio getting ready. I think he's getting mic'd up now. So as soon as he has his mic, we can bring in Hideaki for an post-match interview here and ask what he thinks about some of these positions and how he feels about being in the final of the UBC. Okay, so let's make room. This one will be interesting to show. And if you have any questions for Hideaki, write it in the chat now, and we'll bring them up. Okay. So I think they're testing that everything is good. We have a Facebook live stream as well. And if you haven't liked Backgammon Galaxy's Facebook page, you should definitely go in and follow the Facebook page. That's where we post all of the leaderboards, the results from the tournaments, all the PRs, all of the social media content like we're doing right now. So if you haven't already liked Backgammon Galaxy's Facebook page, make sure to do so. Also, we have a strategy group called Backgammon Strategy. Hideaki,
Hi.
welcome to the studio. So let's. No worries.
Sorry. I'm just.
Of course.
I'm a little bit confused about the results.
You are the winner. I think we can definitely say that. We are going to analyze the match on a deeper setting.
Mm-hmm.
So Hideaki, congratulations for being the first finalist in the UBC 2020.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
How do you feel?
I'm just tired and I can't find what has happened. And I played pretty bad in my first match, and especially in the cube. And then I'm pretty disappointed that I feel really regretful not to read your book before the match. But anyway, so Michi told me between the match, and that he cheered me because he want me to win, and so that would make me concentrate on that.
Okay, so you got a moral boost from Michi
Yes.
in between the matches. I think it helped because you came back and you played very well in the second match for a 3.0 average, PR. We had a crucial decision in this match. It was in game 1, in the match number 2, when you sent this cube.
Yes.
And your opponent took the cube. So this was actually too good to double. Can you tell us what you were thinking about in this position?
Actually, I don't know. I'm not sure about this cube action, but maybe slightly too good, I guess. But practically, it's good to double whenever the amount of error is too small. Like,
So you knew it was a pass.
Yes,
regardless.
exactly. Because his board is a 4-point board, but only still has some blood and very awkward shape, very stacked midpoint. Yeah,
so you knew it was a
pass.
pass.
Yes.
So what was your emotion when you saw that he took this cube?
Yes, a little bit surprised, but that didn't lead immediate happiness because of nervousness or pressure to beat him.
Okay.
But yeah, double six was pretty good roll.
That was a good shot.
Well, I have a question. So
Yes.
after the first match, you were losing in terms of PR
Yes.
and results. So on the second match, you have to win both PR
Right.
and outcome.
Right.
And how did you feel? What was your strategy, or you played just your normal game?
it's not like a strategy, but just try to play to induce some complicated positions so that let him play bad worse. Than
Okay, that is interesting.
Yes.
We were discussing this. How much can you actually try to complicate?
Maybe not many moves, just one or two, I guess, but maybe still worked.
We are also surprised that
Yes.
in the first game, I
Yes.
mean first match, you committed some big blunders, such as doubling very early, or what was that? Anything else?
Let me see if I can find it.
Yeah.
The big pass.
Oh
I
yeah.
took-
You took the cube when you were reading 4-0, which was big pass, and we thought it's like simple basic position. And
Oh, yes.
player like you shouldn't commit that mistake.
We have the position here. If the producer can
Did you
show
feel
us,
any?
this is the position.
Yes.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is the position that Ueda took the cube, which is a big pass, because he's reading 4-0 and. he's down 25.
I just in my head that your words in your quiz that when you have a golden point anchor and 26 pips difference is
Yeah.
also like
This is 25.
that words came up
Okay.
in my
Oh, yes.
mind.
Okay.
So
But he has a bar point.
yes, exactly,
Plus
exactly,
you are up
exactly.
4-0.
Exactly.
Yeah. So this was a little bit surprising.
Yes, and to be honest, I have not so much reference positions in the simple holding game. So yeah, so after the match, I could find that I should learn more about the cube.
Interesting. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So we have a couple of questions here from the audience.
Yes.
Dita asks, "How did you prepare for this tournament?"
It's a good question, but I didn't do any special things. Just as usual, just reviewing the positions. I made a blunders and playing repeatedly and to keep my sense in a best mode. Nothing special for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you surprised that now you're in the final, or
Yes,
did you have any?
pretty surprised. Yes. The Mochi wrote a comment on Facebook that I'm a huge unlucky in day two, that I outplayed 0 out of 5. But to be honest, I felt I'm some kind of lucky. I mean, some kind of lucky because of in terms of PR, not the score, but
Yeah, day two, Hideaki maintained his lowest PR, but he didn't actually outplay his opponent by a single match. So
That is an incredible.
I thought it was
statistic.
very unlucky.
yes,
Yeah.
yes, many complicated factors are there, I guess, because pretty small decision numbers in day two. So the day one's great PR is much more important than day two's.
Okay.
That's one factor.
Yeah. And we also had a very special match on day one, Hideaki, where you beat me in the PR point with very little. I think it was 2.1 versus 2.2. But you have been the most consistent player in the tournament so far. All of your PRs seems to be around 2.5 and 2.9 or something like this,
Yes.
all the way through. So this is very impressively. I think you've done an amazing job. Great performance, and congratulations by being in the final.
Thank you very much.
So later we're gonna see who's gonna be your opponent
Yes.
at 6 o'clock. So remember to tune in. We have the live stream up on YouTube already, so you can make an alert. And we have the official result from the PR over the semifinal, and it gives a 3.57 for you, Hideaki, and a 4.68 for Hans Lieby.
Yeah. Hans
Yeah.
actually played 1.7 in the first match, so that's incredible.
Yes. Okay, so I think we're gonna cut now to something else. Are we gonna cut the stream, maybe? Yeah, we're gonna cut the stream now, and we're gonna be back at 6 o'clock on Backgammon Galaxy's YouTube channel, and now on Gibraltar Backgammon's YouTube channel. We're going to continue from the championship. So if you're not already subscribing to that channel, definitely do so, and the stream will go on. Okay. Thank you, Mochi. Thank you, Hideaki.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
BackgammonGalaxy.com presents Beginner's Mistakes in Backgammon, an exclusive tutorial. Lesson number 3. Don't play too safe. Develop. Beginners will often play too safe and not prioritize developing their position. Developing your position means to improve your overall structure of points. To achieve this, you must take some small risks along the way. The opening game is a great example. The beginner would move 13 to 6, but this is too safe. You want to take some risks to force development, especially while your opponent also has an underdeveloped front position. A much better move is 13 to 9 and 13 to 10. It doesn't leave your opponent any direct hits, and it gives you an excellent distribution of builders to form a prime quickly on your next roll.
If you don't develop your position quickly, you might end up in a game with a serious positional disadvantage. An underdeveloped position will make it difficult to trap your opponent's checkers, and it also makes it more difficult to run home for safety when you're ahead in the race.
Backgammon is a balanced game between offense and defense. The main feature to look for when deciding whether to make a safe or an aggressive play is the strength of each player's home board. If your opponent is too strong, you should play it safe, since getting hit could be fatal. If your opponent is underdeveloped, you can take more risks and play flexible. In this example, your opponent's front position is simply too strong, and we must play it safe with 13 to 6, even though it's very inflexible with 6 checkers on the same point. Since the race is still quite even, your main game plan is to get your backmost checker to safety and try to win the race. BackgammonGalaxy.com. Play among the stars.
Available on browser, tablet, and smartphone. Subscribe to see more backgammon videos. Tell us which backgammon videos you want to see.